Hello, what's up everybody? All right, now let's get started. All right, I believe we left off at this location right here. I believe so. So we'll start off right here. All right. So we already put this one together. All right. And we're going to move this up the way. Start on this piece right here. So the orientation of this, you guys are looking from the top, so I'll show you from the top. The orientation of this one. Figure out which piece we got now. All right, so we're working on this. The orientation, like if you're looking from the top, it's like this. For me, it's going to be straight facing me like this. But that's the orientation. We need an M5 by 25. Yeah, right, to go through. So what we got here, M5 30. Not choose. Three, threes, 5 by 30. Let's see it from here. So let's see, we got an M5 by 25 right there. And I believe we already took one out. I hate when these things split. The split comes out. So M5 by 25, I believe we took this out. Let's measure it. 0. And this is 25. So we already took it out. All right. So we're going to take this piece. Orientation like this. We need our 695 rollers. Half F695s. We already got one right there. This, go through the bottom like so. It's not forcing in there, so I want to twist it until it starts to move back and forth freely. It might be better just to twist it in there like that. Oh, it's made tight like that so it can fit in there. Okay, that's even better. So we'll put this one in there. Full. This is going to be. So we got the washer in there. Give us a little bit more to sit that in there. Put that washer in there. Put the bearing in. Alright, the bearing is in. We'll put the other bearing in. Alright, so that's in place, and we'll put the washer in. messing my get something flat. Alright, I think I believe that's in there. Still up against the washer. Too deep in it? There we go. We were supposed to put no, that's tight. Okay, good. Alright, so that piece is in there. Got the roller in there. Pretty good. Okay, what's next? So I believe this is the one. This is the piece we need. This will go in here. Like this. Let me clear that out because it's an M3 that has to go through there. Push this extra filament in here out. It's not the one. This is the one. So you got a little extra filament on the back piece right there. I'm gonna push it out with this screw. There you go. Now that is how I'm gonna just grab it and pull it away. Alright, so this part goes into here. The orientation, we are going to, you want these three holes like facing the top, and this is going to be pushed in this way in order for that M3 to go through there. Like so. So that I believe it's going to, you use that M3 to tension it. This one. Let's take a look. Yeah, it looks more like this one. So we got to put the bolt through it. So this is going to need a M20, M520, which is this right here. We got to set this up again with the bearings. 2 washers, 2 M5 washers. So come through the bottom right here. Washer, that washer through there. I'm trying to see. Let's do it this way. Push the washer, push it over the hole. Boom, washer's in there. I don't know if you can see that everything's all black. All right. The bearing in. The other F695 on top. Keep pushing the bolt through to hold their positions. There we go. And we're going to put the washer on top of that one. set up like that. Washer, bearing, washer. And tighten that up. Change out. Get that tight. Send it tight. Now we go back to this part, and this is the part that fits in there. M3 side, we got a piece of that filament in there. See if I can just grab it without pushing the screw in. If we get that filament caught up in the threads, it is going to stop it from going through. So like I said, the orientations of the holes for this M3, that's right here, that's right there, can line up in that hole. It's going to make its adjustments from there. M3 through this one. Alright, so that's in there. This is supposed to adjust it somehow. Adjust the tension of the belt. Just locking it into place. It's supposed to have some movement to it. And maybe it's because this hole isn't all the way punched through. Get the magnetic force on these. Alright. Yeah, I believe this hole is too tight. It's not working the way it's supposed to. Tighten it all the way in there and keep spinning it. There you go. There we go, now it's loose. I'll show you what I'm talking about. As long as I can pull this in and out, that's good. So now when we put this part in there, put this part in, we just push that straight through. Went through that M hole. Now this is able to move back and forth, and that'll cause the adjustments of the belt when it goes through this part. Cool. All right, so this is done. All right, so we need some M4x8s. 8. These are all mixed up. 9 and M4. These are M4s, but they are not by 8. Bunch of miscellaneous screws in there. Might have a few left in this other. Might have a few left in here. Let's see, M4 by 8. M4 by 8 is the top. I believe these are 8s. So M4 by 12s. More M4 by 8. How many do I need? Let's think way back to the beginning, huh? Sorry about that. Alright, so one M4 by 8. Two M4 by 8s. Let's get the next one. One right here. Pretty sure I got a whole nother pack over there. Alright, so we got 2 right there. I need more. Definitely gonna need them for these 2. Looks like 1, 2, 3. For this one, oh, let me see, 1, 2. Take care of that when we come to that. All right, get this out the way. Let's get back to it. All right. These 2, holding it this way, looking at this hole. We got one that goes here. Try to keep the orientation the way they have it as well. That's the reason why I'm confused. All right, so this goes here. M4 right there, and you have an M4 that comes up from the bottom right here with a T-nut on it. Good. That's that right there. I believe that's it for that. And 2 set screws that go where? Right here and right here. So it's in M3 by 5 set screws. Give me little tweezers. I was about to toss them. Don't want to toss the tweezers. Use this tweezer to cut this tape. No tape there, no tape there. All right, bet. So we need M3 by 8. Which are all the way down here. M3 by 5 set screws. Which are these. Two of those. Here. Set screws are very small. You find the bit that correlates with these. Keep it in the repertoire. It's not you. See if it's you. It is you. Alright, let's keep that one in the repertoire. Looks like we're going to be needing these set screw bits. Take this off, put this one on. And voila. Get a little extra stuff in there. Clean these holes out because that's where these linear rods are going into. Don't want anything getting it stuck in there. Okay. These washers. All right. Put the other one in. Alright, what I'm doing with these, I'm just pushing them through right now just to get some of that ASA out the way, so when these rods go in, we don't have a problem. Alright, so I believe this piece is done now. This one has the 2 set screws. And those set screws are sized M3 by 5s. These T-nuts are sized M4 by 8 mils. And you have your adjuster in here. Alright, cool. Let's move on. Sorry. All right, next part is the other piece that's kind of sort of like that. So same thing, we're going to do the same setup. We already have this roller right here. We already have that one to where it needs to be. We just have to adjust this and work with them, put the T-nuts in, the set screws as well. Same size set screws, same size T-nuts and bolts, the M4 by 8s, and then the M4 T-nuts to the side, coming up the bottom. And we're going to do the same thing with the F695 bearings right here. Same setup in there. And this is the other side tension adjuster. So this is the part right here. We gotta put our bearings in there. So we'll take the M5 by 25. We'll grab another one of those. Come up from the bottom. Just trying to see if it's... Alright, no, it just goes directly in there. Okay, that's fine. Take this one out. Put this one on. Twist it up from the bottom. Same exact way we did the other one. Poke it out a little bit, if you can see that. Poke it out just a little bit, coming from the bottom, and put the washer on. A little bit more. All right. The washer on there. All right, we're gonna grab our bearings. We need 2 of them. Bring it up a little bit more so it can hold that bearing into place. Good, this one there. Bring it up a little bit more just to keep it steady. Put the other one on. Put it up some more just to keep that steady in place. Alright, so that's good. Now the last washer. Matter of fact, my fingers are way too big to fit in there. I'm gonna use this needle nose. Come on, young fella, get in there. This is in the way. There, that was in the way. Try to slide this wash over. So what's this last washer? There we go. There it is, tight. Roller spins freely. Okay. 11-11.
Sorry, I don't understand.
We're meant to understand. Okay. Let's move these bearings out the way. Cool. You're all set. So, it's going to be the same like the other side. We're going to slide this right into place. This is meant to adjust the tension of the belt. I'm going to run the M3 through here a few times just to get this loose. If not, it's going to just be tight, and we need that to move freely. So it's an M3 by 16. Let's find it, M3 by 16. I don't know if that's a 16, let's measure it. There we go. 16. It is 16. So I'm just gonna, screw it through here, and get it loose in there so that it moves back and forth freely. Not too big. Yeah. Here we go. Just going to screw this in here all the way. Until it falls through freely. I needed to move back and forth till I can pull that out with my hands. Because right now, because you know the tension of the filament, it's going to stop it about right when it gets here. So let's see how it's tight, and I'm gonna keep spinning till it gets loose. Spinning till it gets loose. Tight in there. See if I can pull it out with this needle nose. Not yet. Backing it out. Try and put some pressure on it and push it in. It goes in. Good. Good. Stuck there, that's good. Push that out. That's how we needed to move. Alright, because we're going to put this piece in here. Like so. And it has to be able to do that. So now we put that M3 back in that side. Tighten it up. It should go right into the M3 heat insert of the tensioner part. Alright. So now it's still stuck. It's not giving me that free movement like I want. There we go. I want that to be able to move freely. So that's going to adjust the tension. This part right here. All right, cool. So now we'll grab our M8 T-nuts. Make sure we got the correct size here. Nope, these are too big. One. There's one. I think I have another one in here. Alright, that's it for that pack. We got another pack over here. Let's hope I don't drop everything. Still use you, so I'll sit you to the side up here. M4 by 8. I only needed one. Okay. Grab 2 M4 T-nuts. It looks like it's only 2. And we're gonna, its orientation is like this. Trying to keep the same orientation, people. Alright, so we got a T-nut that comes up through here and one that goes through this side. So we got one right here. Okay, good. And we have one right here. Awesome. all set, ready to go. Tensioner block. That is the top frame corner right assembly. So now, those two are done. Oh no, it's one thing I did forget, I'm sorry. Where is it? Did I move it to the side? I need the set screws. Just had a whole box of them. And pardon me, I could be looking right at these things and not even notice that I am. To the side. Where did I put those set screws at? It's crazy because I look at these videos later. I'm like, yo, they right in your face, man. And they literally are right in my face. I'm just not looking at them. Here they go. All right. Set screws. So we need 2 M3x5 set screws. M3x5s right here. All right, 2 dropped out the bag. Don't forget you put them right there. Small bits for them. It's too big. And that is perfect. Okay. These set screws will go right here. Perfect. And another one will go in right here. Perfect. All right, all done. Okay, now. Okay. So, next step will be to do the top bracket. We're gonna put a couple T-nuts. We need a couple M4x8 T-nuts right there. We already got our heat inserts. These heat inserts are M3 heat insets. So we already got those in our top bracket. We're just gonna put our T-nuts in. We need 4 of them. Make sure I'm good. Need more than 4. Looks like. Well, that's for 2 axes. This is 3 axes. So for the 3 axes, we need 5 T-nuts. If you can see, because we're gonna do 3 axes. We need 5 T-nuts along here. And we're going to need 2 more coming out the back right here. Alright, so altogether we need 17 nuts and 4x8s. Let's do that. Grab these pieces. Alright, so we already got our heat insets in. Right here. And right here. So we said we're going to need 7 altogether. We need 7 M4x8s. Alright. 17 nuts. We got right here 7 dropped out. Move these bearings out the way. So we need to come through the bottom going up the top. That's what it looks like. Holding this in the wrong orientation, that's why it's confusing me. You're going to sit like this. All right. T-nut here. No. Okay. You one right here. Guide these into place. Good enough. You're perfect. All right. So we're going to guide these T-nuts into place. One right here comes out the top. Beautiful. Okay. Got one right here. I got this extension on here. Put it through. Doesn't matter if I have the extension or not. It didn't fit all the way through the bottom of there, but it's enough when you grab it with the T-nut. Sorry about that. Turn something on. All right. This one through here. Same thing. Cool. Put these into place. Here. Good. One that goes here. Good. All right. This side, you got one that goes at the bottom right here. This is the Ender 3, the original version that I'm converting into the Ender 3 NG. So this is the original Ender. I think I bought this on like eBay for like $90, something like that. But this is the original Ender 3. All right, so this is your top bracket. Cool. Let's go to the next step. See what we got next. All right, so we're gonna take this 20 by 20 extrusion, and it's the 20 by 20 by 35 millimeter that comes from the Ender 3 extrusion and running along the top bracket on both of them. Just gotta see if I gotta connect these first. Don't connect it yet, just run the bracket through. The extrusion right here, that's what we put the T-nuts up there for. All right, let's do that. this? 345. So this is roughly that. This is about 300 millimeters. 45 is a little over an inch and a half. Pretty sure I'm doing my math correctly. All right. So we'll take these. Pretty sure I don't know why we're not connecting this yet. I don't see that in the instructions. Yeah, it is there. I'm sorry, before I put this extrusion on. M3 by 6. I need 2 M3 by 6. It's third. Need 2 of these guys to connect this part. Perfect. All right, so attach them with 2 M3 by 6s. You get your whole part. All right, so we're gonna just run this through the extrusion. You see what I'm doing? We're trying to keep these sideways. All right. So that's on. I guess we're centering these. I guess I'm centering this. It doesn't say per se, it says check the print quality, yada yada. All right, orientation of 20. Extrusion is not important. And it really doesn't say this needs to be centered, but I think I'm going to center it just to be safe. 6 mils. More. 51 mil. Slightly more. Half. 49.5. All right. So I'm gonna tighten it here. If I need to make some adjustments later, I will. Is this it? On there. For these two right here, I gotta use the this from in here. My tool just doesn't fit in there. Alright, good. There we go. Alright, now the next thing we're going to do is put you guys up on the screen. All right, the next thing we're going to do is take our corner brackets and connect them with the 20x40 extrusions and the 20x20 extrusion. All right, so let's do that. And here, for the corners going into the 20x20, it looks like you need, well, for all of these, it looks like you need an M5x12. I'm sorry, an M5x12 for these. These are going to be kind of like set inside the frame. They're going to go into the other extrusions, but you need the round head M5x10s right here with an M5 washer on the end. All right, because they're going to slide into the extrusion right there. All right, so let's get our parts. All right, we put it right here. So I see this corner. I see the corner we're working with. So this is going to be the inside piece to the corner. The rollers have to go inside. So apparently this looks like it is going to, that's the outside. Okay, yeah. All right, you see T-nuts are going to slide here. In there. Break these off. You got X's. These little pieces, when you print your parts, you got to get rid of them. They are just for the print, just to so that you don't need supports. Break this off too. There it is. Alright, cool. So which way was I again? like this. No. All right, there we go. So it slides in right there, like that. Okay. Sorry, I was just looking for where the actual T-nut was. So we're going to tighten up the T-nut. And it's in there, right there. And this side as well. Beautiful. All right, so that part's in there. Now we got to slide the extrusion on. But before we do that, we got to get some M5x10s. And we need the round head M5x10s. Is this open already? Oh, it was. Oh yeah, it is open. M5x10. So we need 2 of these. Alright, we need to put the washers on them. Okay. And what we're going to do is take our 20 by 40 400 millimeter slot, and we're going to slide these. Not yet though, because we got to get it past here first. But we're going to slide this into place halfway, right? Make sure you guys can see that. We're going to slide it into place halfway. Or do we even need to slide? Yeah, we need to slide it or partially. Then we're going to insert these M5x10s with the washers through. Okay. M5x10s with the washers, we're inserting them through right there like that. Then what we're going to do, I'm just going to tighten this slightly to hold it in place. Not overly, because I need movement on this, because we need 2 M5x12s to go in back here. It's the second. Okay. So we got one right here. And one right here. So let me just get my bits ready. Take this out. This one in. Alright. So this, we're going to put the M5x12 in the end of the extrusion. Right. Cool. Put this one through this one. Okay. So M5x12 in here. You can go ahead and tighten these up. Cool. And now what I'm going to do is tighten up my T-nuts. Make sure that's the right. T-nut. Cool. And we have another T-nut looking around right here. There it is. Got your corner bracket on. Got your M5s at the bottom. That's going to go into the bottom portion. I'm going to do the other side. Same exact process. Slide this into place. Slide that into place. Tighten these up. I'm missing the M5 right there, M5 by 12. Honestly, loosen this, keep it a little tight. Put this M5 by 12 in here. And the end of this extrusion piece. We gotta do it on the other side. I didn't do it on the other side. Some resistance for this. See how I'm lined up. Should be right there. Or it may not be an M5. I don't know if it this might be an M4. Yeah, I believe this is an M4. Just make sure this is an M4 bit right here. Nope, it's definitely not an M4. Okay, so it is an M5, but it's not going in, and it's lined up perfectly. I'm looking at it right now. Hope this thing is threaded. Resistance right here. All right. And you get a light down there, because if it's not threaded, then I have to thread it. That's the problem, it's not threaded. All right, let me get this out of here. Yeah, this came from the original Ender. I was expecting for it to be threaded. But, like they say, never assume. So I have to take you off both sides. All right, take this off as well. I guess I started threading that one, and this one is not threaded. All right, no worries, no worries. We can work our magic and thread this. As soon as I find my bits. Those bits, I need the threading bits. Oh man, give me 1 second, people. Let me find these. Maybe I'll put them in the tools. Definitely need a cutting oil. That was still up here. Got the cutting oil right here. And the other drill bits right here, these are not those. Yeah, I figured I wouldn't need those things anymore, so I actually moved the bits. Still got the drill here. Still have the cutting oil. I don't see why I would check. Got a bunch of drill bits here, but not the ones that I need. All right, here we go. Found them. All right, so we're going to tap the M5 hole. Absolutely. I'll be doing at the end of all of this, I'll be doing a video where the live is just for you to walk with me and see like that process where I lost. I'm looking for stuff, but you're walking with me along with the whole thing. But at the end, I'll chop it up. I'll show the specific, things that I did to go along with the PDF, and what were the pros and cons of all of this. But I'll say one of the real biggest cons to me is that it's expensive. That's a definite con. You can buy all the kits and stuff like that, and eventually, I think I showed the bill of sale on my last video, and all together, you're coming out somewhere around $600. So I mean, I'll show it again. I don't want to just put that out there like that so no one tries. I'm definitely I'm excited about doing it, and I'm excited about the printer I'm going to have at the end of after the whole process is done. So I'm definitely excited about that, and if it's something you want to do, I would say do it. It's better than just having a printer sitting around that you feel like can be a bit more capable, but it's not. So I don't know if you guys are going to see this. It's a little bit off table. I'm just going to thread these holes. All right, that one's done. Clean this off with the brush. Oil the bit. All right. Change this one. All right, perfect. So now the holes are threaded. Let's redo what we just did. All right. Slide that into place. Tighten the T-nuts. Loosely. All right. Put that loosely because we got to put this M5 in here. All right, that's way better. Thank you so much, Mike. All right, cool, that sounds good. Let's get this one on. All right, another M5 by 12. Like I said, that's another thing right there. Make sure that your holes are threaded on the end. I just ran into that issue where I had to thread these holes. good. We're gonna do the other side with the two M5x10 round head screws and the extrusion, the 20 by 20 by 400 millimeter extrusion. So, you know, if I didn't say it, make sure, and they talk about the orientation when you first drill these holes. The one with the distance from the end, that's the front. The one with the two holes closer to the back, that's the rear. So we're gonna slide this on. Slide that into place. Cool. Back it out some. Let's see, M5x10. We need two of those. I took them out. Set them up here. Another one. We need two of them with washers on them. Okay. So we got that one. And we got this one right here. Slide that on. Slide that in, make sure the washer's in with it as well. We're gonna do two M5x12s on the end of this is one as well. Let's grab two of those. Slide these in. I'm gonna change this bit and use this one. Alright, cool. Next one. I don't usually like doing that, tightening it all the way up until I get them both in. But that's cool, this one went right in. Alright, good. I'll tighten up our T-nuts. Tight. Do this side. Hey Drew, how you doing? All right. So there you go, top frame. So now we go back, we have to measure out and make sure that we're equal on both sides, you know, as far as that goes. So we got to measure the top, to make sure it's 407 millimeters. Let me see. Let's see the exact measurements. From that point, let's read this. So it says the process is highly dependent on the quality of your preparation and calibration before printing. Adjusting the frame corners to get W1 equal to W2, roughly 407 millimeters, and DA and DB roughly 546. So W1, which is up here, should measure out to around 407 millimeters roughly, and at the bottom right here that should be the same thing. Going from angle to angle, it should be 546 millimeters going in both directions. All right. Absolutely. Yeah, the original Enders are they're pretty good. They're strong machines. They are reliable. When I first started 3D printing, you know, I got, you know, locked into the craze of it. I had an Ender 3, and then I bought a whole bunch of different printers, and the Ender 3 was the only one that's reliable. It's still prints for me to this day. It's still one of my most reliable printers. You know, and very rarely am I changing things on that specific Ender 3. I did some videos on some modifications I made to it, but that actual Ender is very reliable. So let's see, from here to here, roughly 407 millimeters. That's exactly where I'm at right here. So here, about 2 mils off. So I'm 405 mils there, 407 mils here. You guys can see. So right here, I'm about 407 mils. Here, I am 405 mils. So, in order to do that, I have to shim to get it, to get this equal to that. So what I'm being told right here, you have to drop a shim here and here. B plus, this will be B plus, and this will be A plus in order to widen that up. So let me see right here. Where am I on this corner? Corner to corner. I am 574 mil. 574 mil. I'm sorry. Make sure. From here to here. Sorry, 5, 50, 10, 20, 30. 174 mil. 574 mil. Because it's saying DA and DB should be roughly 546. Is this printer too long? So 400 mil. 400 mil. They definitely do. Absolutely. The only thing about, you know, like the Ender 3s, and I tell everybody, we're out to purchase a 3D printer. It's not if something happens, it's when you'll have to do maintenance. So that's one of the big things too. You know, if you're into 3D printing, and once you get into 3D printing, you stay into it. The maintenance is a must. You must know how to do it. You got to go around and troubleshoot, ask different people, check out different channels, search on Google and stuff like that. But you're going to do maintenance. But if your maintenance is minimal, then your printer is definitely a reliable printer. I think I'm pretty good. I think I'm off by like a mil, but I don't know if I need to shim it like that. If I put something in there, it has to be so thin that I don't know if it's worth it. We'll see once we get this XY gantry, and if I just made a mistake on this, then I'll find out when it's going back and forth. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to attach the linear rods. All right, we got 2 rods that are going to go through this way and this way. We're going to slide on our X gantry and take it from there. But let's go with this. All right, so first off, I'm going to get some alcohol pads and clean off these rods to make sure they're slightly clean. You can't get it to print decently? It's just, you kind of got to go into depth with it. One of the easiest things that you can do to a 3D printer, the first, get automatic bed leveling. Because, to eye the printer, with the paper all the way through and stuff like that could be a pain. So as soon as the automatic bedded leveling was available, I went for it. Let's push this in here. All right, we're in there. Cool. Let's get the other one. So already done? Oh, okay. So from there, like, what's the issue with it? Is it the first layer that you're having an issue with? In here. Sorry about that. I'm putting this other rod in here. Alright, so that's in there now. Okay, that's in there now. I'm going to tighten this all the way up. A lot of stringing. Maybe, that could be temperature of the nozzle. That can be moist filament. Before you do, I know it's a pain, but sometimes when you get new filament, you want to run temperature towers and stuff like that. Make sure that everything is set to the way it needs to be. This one wasn't tight. Yeah. Okay, now this. slide this on. It's the top. So this is the top right here. This is going to slide on this way. Alright, cool. Alright, so that's that step, and everything looks like it's pretty smooth. Okay, so now we want to put the front ends on, and we're going to do those with M12s. Alright, I'm all threaded, I'm ready to go there. Slide the sides on, and the same thing with the two M5 by 10 washer screws. Yeah, a lot of times, you know, that's it. It could be retraction speeds as well. Are you direct drive, or you still have the bolt and extruder? So these go. This. Sorry guys, trying to figure this out. Alright, so this one goes here. And we're just gonna do these M5s first. Washers. Got a bunch of them here. Alright, here we go. Some washers. Two. Actually, they have a few kits on the in the bill of sale. They show exactly where to get the kits from. My actual kits I got from AliExpress from, I guess it's called Funsour. That was the manufacturer who made the kit that I'm using. But for the parts, I actually printed my own parts. Yeah, I printed my own parts. 512. And I'll pull up the bill of sale so that you can see, like, if this is something you wanted to do, like how much it's going to cost you and where you can actually get the parts from. Let these slide down, hopefully nothing happens with them. Cool, so you're in there. Now this, same thing with this side. I'm gonna grab two M5x10s, M5 washers, two M5 washers. Yeah, if you got the regular bolting style on there, you have to, you know, you could do a retraction tower as well. I know you probably done that already, but you want to make sure that you got the right retraction. That can cause a lot of stringing as well. 12. Very little resin printing. I do it. I have been successful at it, but I do very little. I definitely got to get into it more. Alright, so that is that. Let's tighten up. Now I could change this bit and tighten up the T-nuts. T-nut down here. Just tighten. Right here. Cool. So we got the X and Y frame. Moves pretty easy, nothing's getting jammed up. Moves very good. Yes, I'm a definite clipper user. If I get a printer, my first thought is how can I change it to clipper? I like what you can adjust. I like the printer CFG files. If I change a hot end on one of my printers and I wanted to print above 250 or something like that, I love the fact that I can easily go in there. I know with Marlin you can do it too. You know, you can do it as well, but it seems like with Clipper, it's definitely an easier process. With, you know, this printer will be programmed with Clipper, most definitely. All right, so for the X gantry alignment. This procedure we will line the distance between the X gantry. Check the X rod spacing. All right, make sure the M5 screw and the Y gantry blocks are loose. Mine are not loose. Verify the 8mm X rod axis are sliding and wide. Yep. Move gantry rear, adjusting spacing. Tighten M5 screws. Okay, this is to give it equal spacing, so we'll do that. So basically, I guess just to make the spacing equal. Let me see if I have equal spacing. If I have equal spacing, then this part of it is a wrap. I cannot go that far. So we gotta use the tape. Let's see, I got 300. Oh, I got 307 millimeters. I'm sorry, 27 millimeters. 327 millimeters. And I do not. Oh yeah. 327 millimeters. I'm good. I don't need to do that. You know, that's the printed parts. It's the printed parts. Okay. Yeah, do it. Do it. Clippers. You know, once you get used to everything has this learning curve to it, but once you get used to it, it's definitely an easier route. Alright, so today I wanted to get this top frame done. I'm done. Everything's moving smoothly. Feels like this is going to be definitely one of the faster printers in the shop. And I do have an X1C and K1s and all that type of stuff. So, falling left and right. You get stuck. Oh no. What's happening up there? Alright. See this is stuck. No, it's falling back and forth quite smoothly. Alright, so there it is. Thank you for tuning in, people. Thank you for talking with me while I go through this process. Thank you for fumbling with me while I go through this process. Before I do, if you're still on Average Casual, I don't know, were you asking me about like where did I get the parts? And I know a few other people were asking me about it, so go to the bill of sale, see if I can get into it. Now these are the actual kits you can buy for this. Let me get out of the way of it. So these are the actual kits you can buy for this. And these are from Funsoar, whatever it's called. But you can get your hardware kits, you can get your motion kits, electronics kits, hardware pack, full enclosures, the panels and all that stuff. That's to make it, you know, an enclosed printer so you can print ABS and ASA parts. This is around about what it's going to cost you. Not to mention it's about 2 kilograms of filament you're going to have to use in order to print. If you're printing them yourself. If you're printing this yourself, you're going to need an enclosed printer or to enclose your printer. One thing I recommend if you're using something like an X1C or a K1 with the auxiliary fans on the side, turn your fan speed down. For the K1, my max fan speed on it was 40%. And my minimum was 10%. So it was only 4% of what the actual fan can blow. Also, I printed at a pretty high temperature, 270, anywhere between 270 and 280 degrees Celsius. And on the K1, I had the bed temp at 100 Celsius. And on the Bamboo Lab, I had it at 110. If I could put the K1 to 110, I would have, but it only goes up to 100. Enclose, draft shield around. Make sure you have a draft shield printed around your prints, and they print pretty perfectly. Like everything here has fitted super perfect. I didn't even have to do the shims and stuff like that because everything fits so well and printed so right that it's basically perfect measurements. So well, I usually try and let everybody know when I'm gonna be live. Mondays, I'm always live Mondays. Like I'll be on right now. I've been on for almost 2 hours, like an hour and 45 minutes. I usually do it for hours on Mondays, but I have to get to some business. We do have another shop where we run 3D prints out of. But Mondays I'm definitely on, and I try to get on one time through the week. This week, the next time I get on, I'll be on Friday evening. So I'll be attaching this. I think the next step of the process, let me go here, you guys can see my background. Okay. The next set of the process is putting in the electronic panels, sliding those into the bottom, putting on the DIN rails, and then attaching the frame all together. So that's what we'll be working on Friday. I think I am going to give myself about anywhere to 3 to 5 hours to do this whole process. I want to see how far I can get. I really want to get to running the wiring, because after the wiring, of course, it's the electronics, and then the printer is finished. So this Friday, I really want to give myself 3 to 5 hours. Matter of fact, let's make it Thursday evening. If you're on right now, Thursday evening, I'll be on 3 to 5 hours, and we're going to rock out with this thing. Hopefully we can get as far as we possibly can. Because actually programming this printer, and like you were saying, average casual, I would be putting Clipper on here, but that's going to be a process in itself. You got to kind of follow me, because I put Clipper on all of my printers, but I'm still not it's still not locked into memory. So it's definitely going to be a process to where I got to go back and forth and check certain things. The Clipper, the KIAUH, the Cal or something like that, that's basically where you get where you download Clipper from. Clipper. Clipper from where? Too many F's. It's the documentation. Let's not do that. Let's do this. KIAUH. GitHub. So this is where you would actually go to load up Clipper. This is what we're going to go through, and what I was saying is it's not locked into like my mind how to do it. Like I always go through this process of installing Clipper. So this page it runs you in it kind of fluently. It has the copy and paste basically when you terminal into your Raspberry Pi or wherever you're running Clipper from. So yeah, it has a lot of good information, and that's what I'll be doing. You guys will probably have to stumble and fumble with me on that, because when I do all this stuff, that's what I do. All right. All right, Drew. So definitely, this Thursday. So I'll check you guys out. Happy printing, people. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for chatting with me. Thank you for hanging out. And always be kind to each other, because remember, you're only one of a kind. I'll see you later.